Guten Tag, wie geht's everybody? So, Dieter is going to tell you today, he's going to solve a lot of questions you might have. Really, he is. He's going to tell you why your $5,000 guitar doesn't sound as good as your friend's $2,000 guitar, or why your $5,000 guitar sounds better than your friend's $2,000 guitar. Hey? Okay, let's be honest. Maybe $2,500, but let's say $2,000 because prices are going up. But for $2,000, unless someone is a criminal ripping you, defrauding you, you can buy really good quality materials to make a good guitar. So the difference between a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 guitar is usually the cheaper one will have a AAA top, then it'll have a 4/8, as you go up 4/8 top, master grade top, etc. So the quality of the woods will be slightly better each step up, and will have more bling. The bling doesn't affect the tone. So you'll say, well, why does my expensive guitar not sound as good as this? First of all, you have to ask yourself this. Okay, are the soundboards made of the same material, and are you comparing the same guitars? Okay, you don't compare a cutaway dreadnought with a parlor. You compare a parlor with a parlor, you compare a cutaway triple O with a cutaway triple O, and a cutaway dread with a cutaway dread, a standard dread with a standard dread. That's what you do. So a lot of you are way off the ball there. So what I have today, I don't have any true boutique guitars, unless you consider, but I do have 3 guitars with 3 different tops, what I consider the best tone woods, that were all close to custom shop or made by just a couple of people. One is a high-end Yamaha classical with a European or German spruce top. The other is a high-end Breedlove organ with a Sitka spruce top. And the other is, of course, my Boucher with a Canadian Adirondack spruce top. But they're all different guitars. They do sound different. Now, they were all around $3,200, so they're the same price range. Now, so if you've got an expensive guitar and it's $6,000 and it doesn't sound as good as your friend's $2,000 guitar, it's probably because of this. First of all, are you comparing a triple O with a triple O and a non-cutaway one? Make sure if that's the same, then I can guarantee you this, that they will probably all have bone nuts and saddles. They'll probably have, decent woods. The more expensive one may have a higher quality top. So why doesn't it sound as good? Because, well, I'll tell you why. Either the finish is too thick, the braces are too thick, or the top is too thick, and it wasn't tuned properly. So your less expensive guitar, for sake of argument, let's say your expensive top is 3 millimeters thick and has a millimeter finish, and the other one has a 2.5 millimeter top and a 0.5 millimeter finish. It probably will sound better. And then it's how the braces are tuned and the bracing pattern. That's the difference. That's where all your sound is. Antonio de Torres proved it. Okay. People go on, has to have a one-piece neck. No. When you're at this price range, they're well made. Craftsmanship is probably equal on par to all of them. So throw that out the door. It's got nothing to do with it. It's probably the sound is the top and the finish. And I have an older video where I say, where I have thick finishes, and especially if it's polyester finish, it's junk. Well, it's one of these new super thin UV finishes, or even a nitrocellulose finish, which is natural finish. They can be too thick. I've told you before in some of my videos, I played a $7,000 Martin sound like shit. And my friend goes, so you got a $1,000 guitar? I says, yeah. I said, because your thing, we went to Martin. Says your finish is a quarter of an inch thick. I'm exaggerating slightly. Martin says they don't make mistakes. I said they oversprayed this guitar. That guitar will never sound good unless you scrape the finish off. You scrape the finish off, it might sound great. I mean that's one of the big issues with Martin. I've got nothing against them. I can say they're well built, but I don't think they tune their tops, and I think they use too much finish. So there you go. That's why I don't think they're worth what you pay for them. So these guitars, My Boucher. Adirondack braces, bracing pattern, dreadnought, non-cutaway. A beautiful red spruce Adirondack, a Canadian top, close grained, lots of bear claw, lots of medullary rays. I always pronounce that wrong, which is corn silk, high quality top. Sounds amazing. Okay. My Breedlove, just as well made, about the same price. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, master quality Sitka top. I say I like this one. I play this one more than my Boucher because if I play more finger style, it's the body shape. That's all. Is it a better guitar than the Boucher? No, it's different. It's different. Now, you know, and depending on what I'm playing, I might like the sound of that on that day better. You know, so is it better? Is it a better guitar? No, but it, you know, if that sounds better than your $6,000 guitar, I'm telling you, it's because of the thickness of the top and the bracing pattern probably, and maybe your action. But if you have the same good players playing these things, they'll all sound great. Now, this top is torrified itself. When I got it, I ordered it in 1998. Custom made Yamaha classical with a German or European alpine spruce top. Very close grain, beautiful. I could have my Alhambra here. It sounds different, but it sounds excellent. So, you know, and this is one of the guitars. Had too much finish. Nitrocellulose, I scraped it off. I scraped off. That guitar always sounded good. But I scraped off, I'm telling you, a whole big salad bowl full of finish off that guitar. I scraped it down to so it's just thin. It sounds amazing. So this is why, people, if you have a very expensive guitar that you think doesn't sound as good as a cheaper guitar, but still a well-made guitar, that's why. It's the top. It's either too thick, hasn't been tuned right, it's got too much finish on it. Wiedersehen, have a good day. And that, my friends, is the truth, if you can handle it. Ciao.